Hi, my name's Anne Cuba. I'm the president and CEO of Make-A-Wish Central and Northern Florida. And I'm so excited to be sitting here and joined by Katy Klaproth with Robins Morton, who've been such a key supporter of ours for a really long time. So we're just going to chat a little bit more and have a little bit more of a conversation about your involvement.
Absolutely. Glad to do it.
So, Katy, I was just saying, I've been with Make-A-Wish now for 15 years, over 15 years, and I feel like this whole time I've been here, Robins Morton have been supporting us. Can you tell me a little bit about Robins Morton engagements and involvement with Make-A-Wish?
Yeah. So I was saying, as long as I have been with Robins Morton, I've been with the company for about 20 years, and I think we have served as a partner with Make-A-Wish in almost those entire 20 years that I've been with the company. So, we started partnering many, many years ago with Make-A-Wish, and specifically the way that we have partnered is participating in the Wishmakers Ball. And so, we began participating, and we really just saw the impact that Make-A-Wish has on critically ill children and their families. And we felt like it was something that was so important, so impactful, and we saw the strength and the hope that those children gain from receiving their wishes. So it is something that is important to us to continue supporting because we truly believe in the mission of Make-A-Wish and want to serve as a long-term partner.
Can you give some highlights to those who may not know anything about the event? Can you give some highlights on, since you've been such a key supporter of ours on that one specifically, and why from a company level you feel like it's important to come back every year after year to the event?
Yeah, absolutely. So we truly enjoy the Wishmakers Ball because, one, you have the opportunity. There are so many people from a variety of industries across the community who participate in Wishmakers Ball. So it's a great opportunity to see a lot of friends and see a lot of people. But, I think the thing that we enjoy the most is once you go in and you sit down at your table and you start to hear the stories of those who have received wishes and the impact that receiving a wish has on those critically ill children and their families. It is an indescribable experience. And so, we are so proud to serve as a partner with Make-A-Wish and participate in the Wishmakers Ball and really be a part of something that is truly transformational for the critically ill children and their families. When I think about why it is important for Robins Morton to maintain our long-term relationship with Make-A-Wish, as a company, we truly believe in what we call building with purpose. And what goes along with that is also giving with purpose. We have the opportunity as a company to build structures that benefit our communities, but our team members have a true passion for building up our communities in a way that whether it's giving their time or giving funds and doing something that really gives purpose and has a bigger impact. And so, again, as a company, we believe in partnering with Make-A-Wish as a way for us to do that and building something bigger than ourselves.
Well, that's amazing. And speaking of that building part, I mean, the years of support have allowed us to grow and build upon year after year our wishes to be able to keep on growing as an organization to reach more children. So thank you for that. We can't do it without your support. You spoke about two things that I wanted to touch on. One, which we haven't really talked a lot about this, is the networking opportunity. And so how important that is, and from a business perspective, there's many opportunities in the Central Florida community to network with other businesses. But why an event like Wishmakers Ball or being involved in an organization like Make-A-Wish, why is that networking opportunity so important? Really from a business standpoint and in what you do professionally?
Yeah, absolutely. So again, I think when you attend the Wishmakers Ball, there's such, a broad variety of organizations who I think support and believe in what Wishmakers does. And so for us, it's an opportunity to see our clients, to see our partners, and see other organizations who also understand the impact of giving back. I think, when you go to an event and you see other companies and your peers there, and they're there for the same reason that you are, of giving back and doing something that is bigger than themselves, that just really reinforces that those are the kind of business partners and people that you want to be working with. So I think it's a really great opportunity for us to see familiar faces and friends, but it also just reinforces that the organizations that are attending events like the Wishmakers Ball are really organizations that you want to work with because they believe in giving back to something bigger than themselves.
You also shared how many different wish stories are featured and the impact that's shared through our events like Wishmakers Ball, but also, throughout on our social channels and other areas that we share our awesome Wish Kids stories. We've got two sitting right behind us today as well. Can you share a personal favorite of yours? It's hard to choose a favorite. We always get asked that question, but What's a moment that stands out to you or a wish that stands out to you?
So I think one of my favorite wishes that we have seen at the Wishmakers Ball is Dalen. Being able to participate in the Wishmakers Ball for so many years. Dalen received a wish, I think, a few years ago of receiving his super swanky 16th birthday party. And so that was amazing just to see how much fun he had and being able to receive that wish. But I think the even more impactful part is the fact that he has continued to stay involved in Wishmakers and with the Make-A-Wish. And so being able to see him return to Wishmakers in the past few years as a host for the event. So seeing him receive his wish, but being able to see him continue to stay engaged and involved and seeing him thrive on stage, I think has been the most amazing part, because you realize that, he received a wish, but he is continuing to grow and thrive and really do well. And that part is the most impactful piece.
I love that. Dalen's wish is one that I think that all stands out to all of us. And he's one of our wish ambassadors. Fun fact, he actually celebrated his 21st birthday recently and had another kind of big party that we were able to host at Fields BMW. But it's kind of a testament. We always say, a wish is more than just a day. It's more than just a trip somewhere. It's really an experience that can transform the life of a child. And this is an example of that you just shared, that it lasts longer than the wish itself because of how many times he's been able to engage back with Make-A-Wish. What would you say to other companies who might want to get involved with a nonprofit or organization? There's so many options out there. Why Make-A-Wish?
Yeah, absolutely. So, Robins Morton has had the opportunity to partner with Make-A-Wish because we truly believe in the impact that having that opportunity to make a wish and receive a wish, the impact that can have on a critically ill child or their family is just unbelievable. So, for us, partnering with Make-A-Wish is a great opportunity to really see the tangible kind of takeaways that can come from that partnership. And so I would highly encourage for any company that is interested in partnering with Make-A-Wish, and whether you decide to attend the Wishmakers Ball, whether that company is interested in donating their time, whether they're interested in helping to facilitate a wish, or donate funds in any other way, being able to see the hope and the strength that comes from a child who receives a wish is something that is just indescribable. And so I would encourage any company, when they're thinking about what organizations to participate in, that they would choose Make-A-Wish, because it's something that I promise that they won't regret, for sure.
That's awesome. Thank you for that. Why is it important, you're a local company here, you reach a large area. Why is it important to support a local organization? And, Make-A-Wish is nationally known and branded, but we serve our local communities. So why, from your perspective, is that important that we're here locally in Orlando and Jacksonville and Tallahassee to serve our local kids?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think it's important because, again, being able to partner with organizations like Make-A-Wish and seeing the impact that those wishes can have, I think being able to partner with Make-A-Wish here in the Central Florida area is truly amazing, because you're seeing kids from your own community and seeing families from your own community that are receiving the benefits from Make-A-Wish. So it's not something that is intangible or something that you can't see. You may be walking down the street or live in a community with a child who has been impacted by Make-A-Wish. So I think being able to partner with an organization that is local in your community, where those dollars are going, where those efforts are going, and those dollars and efforts are going to benefit children and family that could be right down the street from you. So I think being able to have that local impact and being able to be a part of that local impact is huge.
Katy, as we wrap up, I wanted to thank you so much. We can't do what we do without the support of local individuals and companies like Robins and Morton, and the fact that you all have been supporting us for so many years, such loyal, fierce supporters of our mission, and the way that you describe it, to be able to give that hope and that strength and that joy to our kids. We are so appreciative, and I wanted to give you the star. It actually glows in the dark, so you can test it, test it out. But it's really it shows how wishes shine light on a child, and that companies like Robins and Morton shine the light on our local kids. And we are so appreciative on behalf of our team members and our board of directors. Thank you for everything that you all do to allow us to give that hope and that strength and that joy to our local kids.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for the opportunity to really be a part of something truly amazing. We're so proud of serve as a partner, and we look forward to a long-term relationship and continue to serve as a partner.
Well, cheers to the next 15 to 20 years,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Thanks so much, Katy.
Absolutely. Thank you.